Guys, I'm so glad everybody's here. Let me shut these. No, I don't want to shut these just yet. I want to grab a color. Let's do we'll just do black and white. We'll just do the basic black and white. That sounds good to me tonight. Come on in, friends. I hope everybody's here. How's everybody doing? I'm going to have to duck down here because I got you guys a little lower than normal, but that's okay. We're good to go. I hope everybody's having a great night. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Oh my goodness, you guys. This is the first time I've done YouTube without Facebook for the longest time. So it's just going to be straight YouTube over here. When y'all come in, say hello. I am going to shift this just really quickly, you guys. I'm going to raise it just a tad so that maybe not, you guys. I may not be able to do it. Hi, Jody. How are you? Hello, Miss Kay. You're here? I'm glad you're here. Y'all, it's been a persnickety little turd tonight. All right, there we go. There we go. Don't look at my mess behind me, y'all. I got a big old mess. See, there's my drawers I was telling you guys about. See them drawers right there, them gray ones? Okay. Anyway, I was sitting here and Mr. Beck is watching his, he's in there watching the Pacer game, you guys. So I decided I was just going to go ahead and go live. I pulled out this little thing right here and I'm just going to do it tonight just so that I can. There's Sandy's feeling. Hello, Sandy. Hello, Marvina. How are you, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Okay, I've got this little thing here, you guys. It's a Goodwill find. This is a Goodwill flip, you guys. We're going to make this into just something pretty. We're going to check it and maybe, I don't think I'm going to stripe it. I think we're just going to check it. I haven't decided what I'm doing the inside yet, but we'll figure out something. Hi, Rhonda. How are you, sister? So we just got out of private group, and I thought Randy was watching the Pacers game, and I thought, why not? Let's just go ahead and go live tonight. So here I am, y'all. Anyway, let me grab some of this paint. This is Dixie Belle. This is the last of my Dixie Belle, you guys. So I'm glad to be using that up. Okay, let me find me a brush here. Right here. Hi, Billy. How are you? There's Miss Loretta. Hello, Loretta. There's Donna and Debbie. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. There's Melissa Moore. Hello, sister. All right, you guys, we're just going to be painting this white. What we do with this when I'm doing my checks, we'll give you all some instruction here because we are on YouTube and they like the instruction over here. So we are just going to paint it white all over the entire surface. Okay. I put some bonding boss on here, first of all, you guys. You always want to use, if you're painting on silver, you will want to use a primer. I use bonding boss from Dixie Belle. You can get it at dixiebelle.com. That's just what I use. I know there's a lot of people that use different things. Whatever works for you is fine. Do what you do you. But anyway, I use bonding boss. So I'm just going to throw some bonding boss on here, or some white paint on here over the top of the bonding boss. It helps it to stick to the silver. And you guys, I wasn't going to use Dixie Belle because I would prefer, when I paint on silver, I prefer Waverly. But I'm trying to get rid of this here because it's getting old, you guys. The Dixie Belle paint is getting old, so I want to use it up. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this good and covered. Thank you, Miss Kay. Hi, Billy. How are you, my sweet friend? I hope you're doing well. But I have not been on YouTube for a while because we've been doing Facebook without YouTube. We're going to start doing them separate for a while, and we're going to see what happens as far as the numbers and things. And we're going to just play around with it a little bit and see what we can get going on over here. Oh, my chair's squeaky. It's making all kinds of noises. I feel like I'm sitting in my grandparents' chairs. But I guess I am the grandparent now, right? I guess I'm the grandparent now, so I guess I can have a squeaky chair too. Hi, Donna. Hi, Susan. Welcome in, friends. I'm glad you're all here. You guys, I thought about bringing my painting over here to YouTube and start painting pictures. And if I do start doing that and painting on YouTube, what I will do is I will do part of a painting one night and then part the next night or something like that, maybe do part 1 and 2. We'll see what happens. I haven't decided yet how I'm going to handle that. Because usually when I paint when I'm by myself, especially if it's a large picture. I don't do a lot of them online. Hello, Luann. Did you tell the already big news? Not yet, I haven't, Rhonda. I was telling everybody in my private group that as soon as I get all my ducks in a row and I get things ironed out where I want them to be, I will definitely be letting you guys know that. But give me a few days to decide how I want to handle things that I'm going to be doing, and I will let y'all know that then whenever I get things ironed out. Because I don't want to go in it blindly and be telling things and not have answers and all the things. So just give me a few days. But y'all, I had a big revelation while I was mowing. Big. So we'll see what happens here. Sometimes those things happen, you guys. Is Joni here? Hi, Joni. How are you, girl? You're here for the mowing story? Everybody's here for the mowing story. Joni, I'm not telling it just yet, friend. I'm not telling it just yet. Like I was saying, I'm going to get some things ironed out, and I promise you guys, you will be getting it in a day or two. I'm still working some things out, but y'all, I'm telling you, it hit me like a ton of bricks today. It really did. I mean, it really did. Just all I can say is just be faithful and just keep your eye on the Lord, and things will fall in place. Because He will let you know when it's time to do whatever it is you're wanting to do. But I'm not leaving the crafting world or anything like that, you guys. So don't worry about that. I'm here for good. You're stuck with me. Okay. That's good enough on that part. That's one thing, you guys. When I mow, my mind is, I think all the time when I'm mowing. That's why I like to mow, because I can really do my best thinking when I'm mowing. I was hot today, though. Whew, it was warm out there today. But I don't know, you guys. I'm sure you guys have your own little thing that you feel like, I don't even know why I'm going up in there, because I'm going to paint that a different color, I have a feeling, but we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway and give it that first coat. But I always do my best thinking when I'm mowing. It's almost like there and in my pool. There's something about the outdoors that makes me have clarity. I love being outside. Randy gets aggravated at me because I take the mowing away from him, but I like to mow. I'm all about mowing. I liked it better when we had a lot of acreage to mow, though, because I was out there longer. Let's see. I'm not leaving, Billy. Never, girl. You're stuck with me. You're stuck with me, sister girl. I'm here for good. And if I ever do leave, it'll be because of my health or something like that. It'll never be because I want to. I'll just put it that way. I enjoy my job way too much. Way too much. Nothing better. Hi, Mary Jo Calvin. How are you? Do I have a rider? No, ma'am. I push mow our in-town lot, but when we lived out in the country, I had to have a rider because we mowed about, I don't know, probably about 5 acres, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. But it doesn't matter how I mow it. I don't care if it's walking or if it is, because I like to walk, you guys. I love to push mow. I like to push mow. I'm all about that. No, our rider we ended up giving to Whitney and Josh because they needed a mower for their yard. Their yard's a lot bigger than ours now. So they have our rider because they needed it. She's doing okay. Anna's doing okay. She's doing about like anybody would be doing if they lost their husband. You know, she's had a hard time, but she's doing all right. She's doing about as best she can be, considering the circumstances. I think it just, you know, I mean, we all get our hearts broken in that manner, and it's hard to recoup from that. It's really hard to come back from something that traumatic. I mean, just like my mother, you guys, she's still having a hard time. And that happened in December. My dad passed away in December, and my mom is still having a hard time. But when you're together over 60 years, you know, that, well, not quite 60, but, you know, well, no, right at 60. Right at 60. That's a lot of time. A lot of time. Whitney's doing well, Amy. Thank you for asking. You don't know Anna? I met her in person when we were in Texas. She came down for the Vintage Soul Sister thing that we had there in Texas, and I met her that day down there when we were at the flea market. She's a really nice young lady. I don't know how young she is, but I think she's younger than I am. I think she's younger than I am. Okay, I'm just trying to get in between all these little grooves, you guys, because I'm going to paint I know I'm going to paint the raised up part in a gold. So I got to paint around. Of course, I don't have to be real careful since we're painting it. What am I thinking? What am I thinking, you guys? Don't let me be so, we don't have to be so easy. I forgot we're painting it. And if we get a little bit of the other color on it, it don't make no difference. What am I doing? You guys let me sit there and do that. No, I'm kidding, y'all. I'm just kidding. My parents were married 67 years and my mom passed. Oh, I'm sorry, Carol. That is hard. That is hard. Well, Father's Day was really rough for me this year because this is my first year without my dad. But I'm sure everyone from here on out will be rough. So, you know, I mean, it just, the first of everything always seems so, I don't know. You just can't hardly explain it. He was the glue to our family. He held everything together. Everybody, Dad was just the light of the party. He was my bestie. He was my sunshine. He still is my sunshine. I just don't see him as much as I did. Alrighty. I think we're about to get around it, y'all. I think we're about to get around it. Okay, there we go. All right, we got white there, we got white there. So, what I'm wanting to do is, let me dry this. We may have to put another coat on the inside here. Hi, Debbie Davis, how are you? All the firsts are hard, yep. Hi, Marcy. There's Mary Jo Calvin. That's kind of how this whole thing started out today when I was in the yard, was with my dad and with our daughter Ashley. I was thinking about them today, and I was talking to God about it, And one thing led to another, and that's how we ended up where we're at right now with all this stuff that's going on. So with that being said, I'm gonna leave it right there because I want you guys to be kind of surprised when I tell you what's going on. I normally would not do white on this top rim here, so I don't know. I may have to change this top rim, y'all, because I usually would not do white up here. Usually I would put another color. We'll see what happens here. I may just, I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. We're gonna figure it out. Hi, Terry. Aww. Terry, I'm really sorry, friend. Hi, Debbie. Breaks my heart for you all. It's hard. Okay. Isn't this little dish cute, you guys? I love that little dish. I thought it's hot, 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 hot. Okay, I was gonna use black, but I think the more I look at this, you guys, the more I want it to be a blue, I think. I've changed my mind. I think I'm gonna use this blue Caruso, is that how you say it? Caruso? Caru something. It is Paint Pixie. Paint Pixie. I like Paint Pixie. I've got some paint in here that's dried over though, so I gotta get that out of there so I can pull this out. There we go. Well, maybe. There we go. 4 days before Father's Day. I'm so sorry. That's hard. That's hard. My dad passed away December. The end of December. The 27th. Okay. All right, y'all, like I said, we're going to check this. So, I don't know if this little pencil here will work on this or not. I'm going to flip this upside down. We're going to start on the bottom. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start and I'm going to put me a line right here. And I'm going to put me a line right here. Okay? And then I'm going to put a line right here on this end. And I'm going to put a line right here on this end. And what I'm doing is I'm dividing that into fourths. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way up this and in, whoops, y'all, I'm getting wobbly here. It's hard for me to do it to show you guys because it's downward like this and usually I have it up towards me. But anyway, I'm going to take it and I'm going to make me a straight line right up here. And it's a wobbly line, but it's a straight line. I'm just going to come straight across like that. Okay, we're just going to keep on going. Right on across. We're going to go down this side and we're going to meet up with that line, which that's a little, got that one in the wrong place, but you can see it comes close to meeting up. Okay, we're going to do the same with this one. We're just going to go from this line here, we're just going to go straight up. And I'll show y'all here in a minute. Straight up. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to turn it, and this line's going to go straight up to right here. And then, whoops, that's off a little bit, you guys. We'll get that off a little bit. Let me straighten this up real quick. It's kind of cockeyed here. There we go. Meet it up the right way. And I always keep a pink eraser, y'all, because that's the best thing to erase off this paint with is a pink eraser. It will erase it really good. And that way, when you go to straighten your lines out where you make your boo-boos, you can have a good eraser, okay? I'm just gonna connect that right here. And these lines are never perfect, you guys. Okay, so now I'm gonna put a line right here, but I can't go all the way up, so it's gonna end right here at this leg. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start right there at the leg, and I'm just gonna pull it straight down. Like that. See how I pulled it down from the leg? I'm gonna do the same on each one of these legs. Because what I'm doing is I'm splitting this in half. Okay, same here. We're gonna split this one in half. You wanna, what you do on one side, you wanna do on all four. Okay, we're gonna split this down just like that. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to bring these lines up to the center here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this down like this to my center. And I'm gonna go here and I'll pull this one down to the center, just like that. I'm gonna do each one of them the same way. That way they're all, so my lines all connect, okay? Okay, now we've got, see how it is on the bottom? And then you've got all of your little areas divided. I don't know if y'all can see that, it's a light line. They're all divided. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is you got, if you're gonna make, instead of making stripes, we're gonna do checks. And then what I'm gonna do, you guys, to start these checks out, I think I'm gonna see the distance here. So I'm gonna draw me just a small line right here. I'm gonna draw a small line right here by these legs. And I'm gonna go up and draw a small line and I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna look how it's divided. I think I wanna come just a little further up right there. Okay, I am going to take this and I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna try to stay the same distance all the way around. And what I wanna do is I'm wanting to touch the bottom of each one of these legs so that my squares are the same. So I'm gonna try to keep this the same height on each one of these. And your lines will not stay straight, you guys. I can promise you your lines will not be straight, but just keep them as straight as you possibly can. And then just come on around, touch the bottom of that, and then I got a little lower than I wanted it to. There we go. Okay, come on around here. And then you're gonna come from this leg here, and you're just gonna kind of meet up here in the center. Whoops, in the center. Like that. And this is why I keep a pink eraser, y'all, because like I said, I'm not perfect at this. When I have a regular pencil, it's a little easier. I will tell you that. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing on this one here. I've got my line here. I'm just going to kind of follow it around. And I'm going to try to keep it as even as possible. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go finish this one out, and then I'm going to go back over and we're going to finish this one out over here. Okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to try to keep your lines even enough to meet back, and then we'll go back to this one. And somehow if you go back and forth like that, it's easier to keep your lines straighter. I know it sounds crazy, but it really does work. That one. I'm going to come over here. We're going to do this one. Thank you guys for the hearts. I appreciate y'all so much. There's that one. And then we're going to meet them up right here in the middle, y'all. Meet them right there in the middle. Okay, see how we did that? And it's got our lines all the way around. And that's how you do it. Thank you, Christine. How are you, friend? You like my shirt? Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, now on the inside, y'all, I got to decide. Do I want to do stripes? Because I want to do something with this inside. I don't want to leave it plain. I don't want to leave it plain. Or we just paint it all gold, which I don't think I want to do that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here by the grapes. There's grapes that are just alike, and I'm just going to go straight down. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get all my little areas drawn out, and then I will go back and paint.
Pacers have a 22-point lead.
Well, I knew they would win.
It's a half all over.
They're going to win. You know why I know it? Because they're awesome sauce.
That's why is he.
This year, anyway. Okay, we're
But
cutting
they gotta
this.
go back to Oklahoma if they win, so.
They do?
Yeah, this
Okay.
this will be
All right,
tight.
see how I cut it in half, you guys? How I went and made like an X in the center of that? Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw it back. This is gonna be a little wonky, I think, but it's okay. I'm gonna let it be wonky. I don't care. By the way it's made, it's gonna look wonky, but it's gonna be just fine. Okay, then we'll come down this way. I'm kind of going at an angle here to make this work. Randy, Teddy says, hello, Mr. Randy.
Hey,
Teddy,
hello.
He's right there, Donna. He's watching the Pacers game. I hope it's cute, Dorothy. I hope it is.
So I don't get in the Charlie horse.
He's watching his ball game, you guys. He's been waiting all day for this ball game. He really has. He loves his ball games. Okay. And you guys can see where I've got all the little stripes in there. See how they go down? Okay, we've got our stripes. So I'm going to turn this over and we're going to start working on our little checks. Now I will tell you guys, this color is going to need 2 coats. I will let you know that right offhand. It will not cover the first coat, but this is the perfect blue, you guys. I love this blue. Love it. Every time I use this on these checks and stuff, I love them so much. And if you wanted to, you could do checks on the outside and in a different color than what you do on the inside. That would be kind of cool. I'm going to need a smaller brush to get in that little area. Where's my, there it is. I found my tiny brush. I love this little tiny brush because it gets all in these little teeny tiny areas. This is one that Miss Debbie Rigg gave me, you guys. So it's a good one to check with. I'm just going to go up around this leg here, and we'll try to keep right inside that line there. There we go. I don't know how many people here on YouTube does checks or stripes, but they're fun to do once you learn how. They're playing against Oklahoma. What's the Oklahoma? I can't even remember the name of their team. I just know it's Oklahoma. They're in Oklahoma. They're actually here in Indiana playing today, but they will have to go back to Oklahoma to play their Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, to play the other game if they win. So, but yeah, they're playing Oklahoma right now. It's between the Indiana Pacers and Oklahoma this year. The finals are. Oh, cool, Donna. That's awesome. Or Diana. That's awesome. I love it that you can do that now. It's a little different, isn't it? A lot of people like watching on their TVs. They said that the view is much better. I've not done that yet with anyone. Randy, what's the name? Thunder. Is that the name of their team?
Hey.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Is it the Oklahoma Thunder?
Yeah.
Well, there you go, ladies. The Oklahoma Thunder. I wasn't sure because I barely remember who the Pacers are. We've been to several Pacer games, though. I like going to the Pacers games. I like going and watching them in person. I really don't like watching ball games on TV, but I like watching them in person. It's a lot of fun. There's just something about going and being in the crowd and just enjoying the environment and all the things. It's basketball. Randy has not watched basketball, you guys, for the longest time because the Pacers, which is our Indiana team, they kept losing so much. Finally, Randy just gave it up. He was like, all right, I'm done with them. Well, then this year they've had a really good year. So of course, Randy's back into it now. So I think they're stringing him along now. So hopefully they'll win if they would win the championship, that would be pretty awesome. I think he'd be happy.
It's kind of like the Colts one night. I got mad at them. I went to bed and turned around. They were losing like by 20 some points with like 4 minutes left, and they come back on. And I went to bed. I get mad.
Dorothy, I seen a friend of mine was doing that today on Craft Around the Clock. I seen her doing that today. She's from Canada, and she was making herself one. And I would say you can probably find a maple leaf pattern somewhere, a stencil or you might even be able to find like a picture of a maple leaf and blow it up and print it out and use that to trace and to make your maple leaf with on a piece of material. because I know the Canadian flag has their maple leaf shape just a little different than what I would draw, but I think it would be I think you could probably maybe trace it, is what I'm thinking. No, it's never the same when you lose your favorite players. Yeah, it's never the same. I always liked Reggie Miller is who I always liked. Canadian flag, yeah, Dorothy. But I always liked Reggie Miller when he played for the Pacers. Darn it, I got a tickle in my throat. That came out of nowhere. Okay. Oh my goodness, y'all. Sorry about this. This should move along a little quicker now that I got a bigger brush and I've got in those little areas there. I'm just gonna let it dry and then we'll go over it real quickly with the second coat. Second coat never takes as long because you don't have to worry so much about the lines as much. Isn't that blue pretty, you guys? Oh my goodness, I love it. And if you guys are interested in any of the Paint Pixie paints, I have a link tree on the main page of Rekindle Blessings. You can go there and you can get on the link tree and there is all my goods right there. You got your blankie and your pillow. Well, that's good to know, dear. He's headed to the couch. It is not cold on there.
Cuddle up and watch the basketball now.
Okay, you have fun. I'm not an NBA fan unless there's some former college guys are playing. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I generally don't watch a lot of sports unless it's my kids playing. Unless by some chance, Randy's sister has season tickets for the Indiana Pacers and the Indianapolis Colts. And a lot of times they can't make it because they live in North Carolina. So they'll give them to us. And we will go to the games. You guys, I'm sorry, but I don't know why I've got such a big tickle in my throat. But anyway, and unless we get tickets given to us, we generally don't go. Because I don't know, I'm not a huge fan, but you know, I can go and have fun if somebody's going to give me the tickets. He had to call his son and tell him about the game. He's so funny. Okay. Isn't that pretty, you guys? I love that blue. Thank you, Miss Kay. Yeah, the link, if you guys use my code Beth 15 off, you guys will save on the paint as well. Brandy, I can hear that. He's in there watching Deaton and Kenny, y'all. Randy, I can hear that loud and clear.
I didn't mean to. I was going through Facebook.
Well, it was staying on there.
Sorry.
There we go. Isn't the blue beautiful, you guys? I did, you know, when I first started using this blue, I thought, oh my, that's way too bright. but in all honesty, it is not. It really adds a gorgeous touch to this, I think. I think it really does. And it's even prettier once you put the second coat on. It really is a stunning blue. I really love this blue. And this is the color that you try to achieve when you do the checks, and it's just so hard to achieve by mixing. But you can do it, but why have to do it if you've got this? It just makes it so much easier. It's such a pretty blue. Okay. This just does, you guys, I'm telling you, there are so many people that love these checks, and it's easy to do. It's easier than you think. It may look hard, but it's truly not hard. Okay, you guys can see, look. Oh my goodness, how cute is that? Kate has called you a craft hopper.
Hey.
Okay? You're a craft hopper,
I
Randy.
didn't know I was on, you switched over to your name when I got on my Facebook and I didn't know it.
Oh, you guys, he said I switched over to my
I
name.
tried to get it turned down.
He said it was on my name because I was live on my name earlier on my private group, and he didn't realize that it was still on my name, and he was trying to turn it down. That's how he is, though. You got to watch him because he does. He's a lot of times I'll catch him watching other people. I'm like, and you don't even watch my videos. He says, well, that's different, though. He goes, I watch you all the time. And I'm like, shame on you. Shame on him. Hi, Brenda. Y'all, I just opened up my communities over here the other day. It's a new thing that's going on YouTube. And as soon as I know a little more about it and what I've got to do to get it operational and all the things, then we're going to start doing that little thing, my community. Because y'all are my community. So we'll see what we got to do to make that work for us. See, that second coat isn't very hard to get on there, and it really does make a difference. It takes those streaks out of there. Makes it look much prettier. I'm gonna put white right back in it though. Here I am trying to get the streaks out of it, and I'm gonna put white right back on it. Don't make any sense to me. I don't make sense to myself. That's okay. It'll look the way it's supposed to. Hey, Monroe. How are you, sister? I'm glad you're back from shopping now. Glad you're back from shopping. I hope you bought you a nice outfit for the event. I'm kidding, sister. I got to give you a hard time. You know that. I hope your mom and sister bought them a nice one too for the event. I'd love to meet them. That would be fun if they came. You need to talk them into it, Monroe. Talk them into coming. And if I don't meet them that way, one day I'll meet them. Okay. That side looks really good. You know, I got to grab my little bitty one up here again. I got a small area. I've got a snag right here. Fix that. And you guys, I will go back with a little bit of white here after a bit, and I will fix all of the areas that I've gotten off where I shouldn't have. There we go. It's better. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, it is. Yes, please. I love it. No outfit yet. Darn it. Darn it. I'm just kidding you, sister. Okay, and I'm going to do the same up top here, you guys. I think I'm just going to take the blue completely up. But what I'm going to do is up here in these little areas, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill this blue in. I don't know whether I'm going to keep it this way. I don't know why I'm worried about all the white, but I had to because I didn't know exactly how we were going to divide it up or what we were going to do. But I think I know now what I want to do. So we're just going to kind of be filling that in some of these areas. Okay. I'm gonna do every other one. I'll go ahead and do this with this little one so that I can get my big brush back out here. Just get up in there really good. Okay, and then we'll have to go down here in this little tiny area too, because it comes to a point. It's just easier to use this little bitty brush to get it up so far so that there we go. There we go. See how it's got a little point down there? Thank you, Carol. I need my grandpa's train conductor outfit. There you go, girly. You sure do. You sure do. I told Randy, I said, if we would have picked a harder theme, it would have been nice. Because it is so hard to find decorations. It's so hard to find everything. I mean, it's mainly our stuff's going to be mostly fall, you guys, because I'm not finding a lot of train stuff. And you'd think it'd be a little easier than that to find train stuff for our event, but it's not. It's not easy at all. I sure thought it would be though, and it's not. Okay, and I've got, let's see, oh my, I've got this one here. Monroe, I was telling them in private group about Whitney last year blowing those balloons up. Do you remember her blowing those balloons for hours? And we took a picture. There's a video of her on our, if you go to Rekindle Blessings and you put hashtag Rekindle Blessings Spring Fling in the hourglass or in your search on your Facebook, it brings up a picture of, or a video of Whitney blowing up those balloons. And I laughed and laughed when I seen that because she did that for hours and she was getting so aggravated. It was so funny. She worked her little tail off that night or that day. I have balloons again this year, but not nearly as many. You thought she was gonna faint? I know. That was so funny though. Okay, I think I can use my bigger brush now. This will make it go a lot quicker. See how I'm just going in there and just getting it all nice and pretty. And this is just gonna be striped on the top half, y'all. Just gonna be striped. I hope I like it like this. I'm not sure if I do or don't. We'll see when we're done. Okay. I know, Amy, isn't that awesome? I'm happy. That makes me happy. Randy wants him to win so bad. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care either way, to be honest. But Randy really likes watching the games. He's a true Hoosier, let me tell you. He sticks by his teams even though they drive him crazy. Okay, can y'all see that? We're striping it out. Oh, give him a minute. He will. Give him a minute. He will, Monroe. If they make a mistake or if they make him mad, he'll be hollering. He jumped, like I said, one time he jumped up whenever they were playing, and he jumped up. They scored. He jumped up and hit his hand on the ceiling and busted his hand wide open during a ball game because they scored. He was so excited. He wanted him to win so bad. He just busted his knuckles wide open. It was bleeding everywhere. Okay. Y'all, this, like I said, this is a Goodwill find. We are doing a refurb on a Goodwill find, or an upscale, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just getting down those little areas again with this little tiny brush. There we go. You're looking for a nightlight in these colors? Are you wanting a checked one, Jody, or are you wanting just a, it doesn't matter? Is it just this color that you're wanting, the white and the blue? The white and the blue. Well, girlfriend, I'll see if I can find something for you. I will keep my eyes open. Because I do go a lot of places and see lots of things. I'm always thrifting. I love to thrift. We're always at, the weekends is where when I like to go thrifting. See how that's gonna look on the inside? Isn't that gonna be awesome? Okay, let me let this dry here. Let's dry this real quick, and then I will put a second coat on here. I think blue and silver is pretty together too, but I like this blue with gold. Gold looks gorgeous with this bright blue. There is something about the gold on this bright blue that just, it stands out so nicely. Now I'm going to pull this up too, and I'm going to go ahead and dry the bottom of this, even though I think it's dry. Just want to make sure. Okay, now we got to go across this one more time. It doesn't take nearly as long for the second coat, because it covers so much easier once you get that first coat on there. Paint Pixie is a really good paint, but you do have to put a couple of coats on it. I don't know why that is, but y'all, it's really good paint. It truly is very highly pigmented paint. She's got colors that a lot of people don't carry. Look at that, how beautiful that is. Gorgeous! So what's everybody doing this weekend? You guys have any good plans? Anything fun going on? If you guys like this video, would you do me a favor? Spread the blessings. Get us out there a little bit. I truly appreciate it. Pump those hearts. Do whatever it is you guys got to do to show me that you like it. I'd appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. You guys are awesome. Miss K, is Gopher watching? If he is, tell him I said hi, or I'll say hi. Hi, Gopher. Just in case he is. Kay, have you talked to Deb Worley lately? So make sure she's okay. I haven't heard from her lately. Okay. Thank you, Billy. Nothing planned. My husband will be working. That stinks when that happens. I need to work. I'm trying to make money for an event. Oh, are you, Monroe? What event are you going to, my friend? What event are you going to, sister? I hope it's the Rekindle Blessings fall retreat that you're coming to, my friend. The Chattanooga Choo Choo event. I've been doing some reading, you guys, on YouTube. So even though I'm on YouTube, I'm gonna talk to y'all about it. There's a lot of things that I need to be doing differently that I've not been doing. So I need to be working on that. But hey, it's all new to me. I'm learning. Some choo-choo event. Yay. Can't wait, sister. Monroe and me and Whitney, you guys, sat up in the hallway till the wee hours of the morning yakking because there was just so much to talk about. Y'all are welcome to join us next time if you'd like. We had fun. Okay, y'all, this is coming together quite nicely. I'm liking it quite a bit. I'm liking the blue and white. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. Well, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and dry it. Thank you guys for sharing it out. I appreciate you. She was on today. See, I didn't see her in there, Kay. I didn't see her in there. She was watching Bonanza. Will you tell him I said hi, Miss Kay? He's a good one. I like my gopher. He's my good buddy. Okay. And I'm going to go back, you guys, and we'll put some white in this as well. It's not going to stay this way. You better work fast, Squirt, if you want to see Lazy May. Uh-oh. What do you mean? What do you mean, Miss Kay? Oh, Lazy May, the puppy. I see. Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put my white on here. I'm going to flip this. We'll do the bottom first because that's what I painted first. So I'm going to add a little white there. We're going to get ready to put us some highlights. I'm just going to grab me a brush. I'm going to dab it in there and I'm going to kind of run it around in there. And I'm just going to kind of go back and we're going to throw some white on here in different places. Okay, and it doesn't really matter where you put them. There is no certain way to do it. You can do it any way you want. You're just going to pull some white into this. Okay, and that white is really going to stand out on here, you guys. It's going to stand out on here a lot. Okay. It does, doesn't it, Donna? That's funny. I like that. A beach hat. But I did have you guys ever seen the color peridot green? I did one of these little bowls. I have to show it to you. It's not the same type of bowl, but I did one of these the other day and I saved it. I was gonna use it for a fast video and I haven't even done that yet. But see the white on there, you guys? See what that white does? It just gives it a little bit of a highlight. We're gonna go inside here and do it as well. I'm just gonna kind of go down the center here a little bit and I'm just gonna throw some on there here and there. And I just got that into blue, that stinky thing. That blue wasn't dry, but that's okay. We'll just clean it up here in a minute. And we'll clean that up here in a sec. Right now, actually. There we go. Clean that up a tad, and then we'll add more here in a minute. Okay. Now, get some of this off of here. Add some more here. I'm just going to add a few streaks up and down. Just to kind of give it a little bit of a highlight here and there. Okay, y'all can see the little white ones in there, the highlights in there. When I first came on, did you really think that was a beach hat? It does kind of look like one. Hey y'all, what do you think? That's cute. That's a cute idea. All right, now let me throw this in my water here and give you a big wipe because I just put my finger in some paint. Okay, I'm saving that because that's my bonding boss. I gotta save that. Put it back in my container. Bonding boss is expensive. Okay, let me grab my gold paint here. You gotta shake this up really good because it has, it separates. And when you shake it up, make sure your lid's on because I've shaken it up before and it's went all over me. Let me find me just the right brush. This brush here is one that I've used before, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. And then I'm just going to color all of these beautiful little, they're grapes, I believe is what they are. I'm just going to kind of paint them in a gold. And you guys, this is going to look so rich. I love the rich dark colors it has in it. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. It really is. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at that. Ooh, it's gonna be so pretty. So, so pretty. Yay, I can't wait till I hope she has a good time this year too, Miss Kay. She's so sweet. I just love her. Deb's a good woman. She really is a good woman. We're blessed to have her be part of Rekindle Blessings. We're so thankful for her. Thankful for every one of you guys. You're all amazing. Isn't that pretty, you guys? That with that blue. I love this gold with this blue. Gotta be careful. This brush isn't the smallest, and some of this is little bitty, so I'm trying to keep it from getting all over. Oh, so pretty. Yes, I did, Monroe. I did bathe in gold leaf at one time, didn't I? All down my leg. Do you realize that's been almost 4 years ago? Isn't that hard to believe? I just don't feel like I've really been doing this that long. I have to admit though, this job here, after doing it for almost 4.5 years, I still love it. Just as much as I did when I first started. A lot of jobs, you know, you first start them and you're thinking, this isn't too bad. I kind of like it. But then after you do it a while, it's like, okay, I'm over it. But not this one, y'all. I love this job. I really do love my job. I love my friends here. I love everything about it. It's a hard job. It's a very busy job. Probably one of the hardest ones I've ever had. Because you got to stay constant no matter whether you feel good or bad or anything, but it's a good job. I love it. I really do. Really? He's wanting to move to Alabama, huh? Good for him. I hope they do. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Well, it wouldn't take me much to get Randy down there. He wants to come south. I don't know if he'd want to go that far south, but he might. Babe, you want to move to Alabama? I think he's fell asleep. Either that or he's watching a show and he's just so into it he don't hear me. Randy? I think he's fell asleep.
What?
Oh, no, he hasn't.
What?
Do you want to move to Alabama?
I don't care.
See? You don't care. That's a good thing about my job. I can move anywhere I want. I'm gonna have to get a smaller brush and get more detail here. I feel like I'm missing some of it. And a little bit. Let me see if I can find a smaller brush here that I can get in there a little bit better. Oh no, that's got some fuzzies. That won't work. Let's do this one here. This one should work. She is going to love it. I can't wait. I can't wait to meet Miss Joni. I know Joni's super excited about meeting Sheila as well. You'll love Sheila, Joni. She's a sweetheart too. She was presented at my last event. She's a case. Well, put it this way. She liked it so much. She told me, she said, if you have another one, I want to come. I said, okay. She invited herself to come back and be a presenter, and she did such a good job, I wasn't going to tell her no. She really enjoyed herself. So I'm glad to have her back. Sheila's a good friend of mine, though. You guys, that blue, that gold is beautiful on that blue. It really is pretty on there. Are you, Donna? I'm so excited, sister. That's awesome. Randy?
What?
Donna Jones says that she's going to do a payment plan for the event. I'm excited, Donna. I can't wait to meet you, my friend. Girlfriend, I promise you, you will enjoy yourself. If you don't enjoy yourself, I will be shocked.
What's that?
Donna Jones is going to do a payment plan to come to the event. We're excited.
Through PayPal?
I guess so, yeah.
Cool. Or
She just told me she was going to do it, so I'm assuming that it's one way or the other, Papa.
glad to see her.
Yeah, we will. Okay.
What you doing, sissy?
You guys, Miss Izzy is acting a million times better. You know, she escaped. She was an escaped convict yesterday. She got out of the house and she decided she was going to take off. Well, down the road she went, and our neighbor had to let us know that she was out. And when she finally decided to come home, Randy had to go after her. So anyway, she decided to come home, and when she did, she couldn't hardly breathe yesterday. She was in such a...
She went on world tour.
She went on world tour, Randy said. But she was having a hard time breathing, but she's better today. She's got a rest, and she's good to go.
You know, I was reading about these dog snacks, and they don't have no calories on them.
They don't?
Or sugars.
Well, you can have them then.
I've been eating them.
I figured as much.
No.
Sounds about right.
Animal.
Love you, honey. I was wondering what was taking him so long in there to get Izzy's food today. He was in there checking out the dog snacks, I guess. Seeing if he could maybe con him into giving him one, maybe. I don't know. Awesome, Donna. Now, Donna, I will tell you, I know somebody was asking about hotel and all that. Now, we do have, if you're wanting to stay in the hotel that we're all staying in, because like I said, we all kind of come together in the common rooms and we sit and talk and all the things. If you're wanting to do those things with us, we have hotel discount. So once you purchase your ticket, we'll put you in the group and we can give you the discount code for the hotel rooms. So, or if you're wanting to stay somewhere else, you can do that as well. But we just, most people want to stay where we're at so we can all kind of come together in the evenings and talk and, you know, just have fun. That's part of the fellowship. Well, I'll tell you, I think she scared herself too, Monroe, because Randy said that she was at the end of the road and he came walking down there and she seen him and she started running towards the house as fast as she could go because she was afraid she was in trouble. He didn't even have to pick her up or anything. She just headed straight to the door. She knew that she was going to get in some trouble because she escaped. She never has done that. Now, the people that we got her off of said that she used to do that all the time. That's the reason we ended up with her, because they had little girls and the little girls would open the door and hold it open. And every time they would do that, Izzy would take off running. But Izzy was a lot younger back then. But they said that she tried to get away all the time and they got tired of having to chase after her every time the girls would open the door. So that's how we ended up with Izzy. Hi, Lorraine. How are you, girl? Well, we're doing the YouTube thing, sister. We're doing YouTube separate from Facebook from here on out. For a while, anyway, till we see what we're going to be able to do. But look how pretty this is. Holy moly, that's gorgeous. Y'all, that is turning out so pretty. Okay, there's the last one in there. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that pretty? Jace 5. Who's Jace 5? Am I seeing it? Donna Jones. All right, you guys. I'm going to dry this really good, and then we'll turn it over, and we'll do the legs, and we'll do the bottom part. Oh, sister, I miss you too. Thank you, Billy, for the hearts. There's Deb Worley. Hi, sister. I was asking about you. Oh no, Miss Izzy's fine, you guys. Like I said, she was a mess yesterday, but today she's totally better. I think she just had a busy day out and about. And I want to make sure this is, yeah, it's still wet right there. But she had a busy day out and about, and she was just wore out. But she's good to go. She's just as rotten as she ever was. Let me flip this up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the lines on this first with the gold, and then I will come back and we'll do those legs, because these lines take a minute. So I'm just going to go ahead and start on them. And I like the gold on here because I think the gold just adds a little extra sparkle or whatever you want to call it. It just gives it a little extra something. And I think it just makes it look so much better. I think that gold's still a little damp on top, but that's okay. Y'all, I have a hair that's sticking up there. I felt it. Huh. Well, he's watching basketball. That Lorraine, he loves his basketball, sister. That's why I am on here tonight, you guys. He was watching basketball and I thought, well, there's really not much for me to do. I did my fast video as soon as I got off of private group, and then I came straight here. So I've had a day full of crafting, but that's okay. I'm good with it. I've had a good time. It's been a lot of fun for me today. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna connect all of these. I'm gonna put gold in between each one of them because I really love this gold. So I'm gonna go between each one of these. And it's just gonna really start popping here. Okay. They are, don't you love it? Who's really poly? That's Miss K, you guys. That is my moderator, Miss K. She's really poly. That's her name, her Nikki name. She's my moderator on Facebook and YouTube.
30-point lead at the end.
I know, Amy's in here saying they're shooting the 3 points like they're going out of style. That's a good thing, though. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of good ball players out there this year. There really is. Randy was telling me that one of the players signed a contract for, I think it was 5 years for $30 million.
188.
Oh, 188 million. I'm sorry, 188 was way more than 30. $188 million just to play basketball, you guys. Can you even imagine? Can you even imagine? I think I would say, sure, I'll sign that contract. Of course, I'm not nearly as good a ball player, so. Okay, I'm trying to find one of my brushes here. Yes, I do, Billy. I do get a lot. I get credit for every time you guys watch. Thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This one tonight that I did was a really fast one. So I'm hoping that it will be long enough, because it didn't take me maybe 10 minutes to do it, if that. It's something real simple, but I think it's a great idea, so. See the little gold leg. Look how cute that is. They're beating up on Caitlin in basketball. Uh-oh. Really? That's sad. That's sad. And I will paint the bottom of these. I'm just not going to paint them just yet because I want to be able to stand it up and show you guys. And if they're wet on the bottom, you won't be able to. I'll turn it upside down when I go out tonight, and I'll paint the bottom and then let it dry overnight. Yeah, anytime you guys watch any of my videos or anything like that, I get more credit though if you guys leave comments and you share and all the things. If you do all the things, I get more credit. What it does is it is called algorithm. And the more you guys comment, the more you share and show that you like it, heart it, you know, all the things. If you guys do all of the things while you're watching it, they will send me out further to more people, which helps my page grow that way. Because right now, y'all, we're getting ready to get our live videos taken away, and there will be no, they're not going to be saving live videos anymore like they were. I mean, they'll be out there for a week or two, and then they'll be gone. And that stinks, because I've been trying to get the ones that are disappearing, and I've been trying to bring them over to YouTube so that you guys will have those for later on. Plus, all my YouTube friends like to watch them as well. You watched the Mountain. That's okay, girl. That's fine. I appreciate that you're doing that. I really do. That helps me a lot. So I say you guys are all amazing by helping me out like you do. I appreciate it so much. Well, I hope they were at least good ones, Billy. I hope they weren't my ones that I didn't do so well on. Some videos I don't do real good on. But it's not with lack of trying, though. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and flip this up like that. Oh, you guys, it's so cute. Look how cute this is. Isn't that precious, you guys? I love it. I will put a clear coat on this. Once I put a clear coat on it, it will make it look so much better. Hi, Lori, how are you? Are you getting more credit on YouTube? What is the best way to help you on YouTube? The best way to watch on you or to help on YouTube is just to show up, watch it, comment, heart it, you know, send it out there, you know, all those things. Same thing you do on Facebook. It's pretty much the same thing. Thank you guys. Yep, it helps me to watch both. That's right. So watch both if you guys can. I appreciate it. Even if there's one on YouTube or on Facebook that you've watched already and you want to watch it again, go to YouTube and watch it. Because I've been trying to share everything over there. But anyway, you guys, that's what I've got for you guys tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And like I said, I will let you guys know whenever I get everything together for the big announcement. Oh, Lori, it's okay, girl. I'm so glad you're here anyway. I appreciate you being here. And you can always go back and watch replay, sister. There's always replay on here as well. So you can watch it there as well. Sunday is my husband's birthday. His name is Matthew. Imogene. Is he with you right now? Is Matthew with you right now, Miss Imogene? I'm just wiping my hands down, you guys. I've got tons of paint on my hands. But anyway, you guys, that's what I have for you tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I don't know if I'll be doing late nights on YouTube or if I'll be during the day. It just depends on when I find a free moment. So I will definitely be, we'll definitely be coming back here though. All right, y'all. He's with you. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, I will. Awesome. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a blessed evening. I love y'all, each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll get this a clear coat. It will look amazing when I'm done. It's fun and whimsical. Yes, it is, Miss Debbie Davis. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. Have a blessed night. Talk to you guys soon. Bye, y'all.